So this conversation really is stemming from a question that I've been getting a lot because we use the AutoChartist platform so often for the volatility analysis, placing stops, entries, targets. But the second tab over is the chart pattern tab. And a lot of folks ask, well, Rog, you talk about not wanting to trade chart patterns. And the reason I don't encourage traders to trade chart patterns is it's not that I don't think chart patterns work. I think that traders are flawed. And I think that having the bias of being able to connect whatever dots we want to connect and kind of seeing the bunny in the clouds is a very dangerous subjective rabbit hole. Let's stick with the metaphor. It's a dangerous rabbit hole to go down. So what I like to consider AutoChartist's trading opportunities as is a second set of eyes. This is a second set of eyes for me, giving me opportunities that I can check, and it's checking them too. It's cross-checking them through a number of things too. So I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of this, and I think something we'll probably do here in the very near future is maybe a shorter member webinar on chart patterns specifically, how to trade them. Because market trend analysis is very much a part of this, and the reason I absolutely adore this platform and just told AutoChartist, hey, I'll do whatever you guys want. I just want to be a part of what you're doing because nobody's doing it better. And a lot of folks have come and gone trying, but nobody does it better. And one of the main things I loved is this initial trend, because as they're identifying the chart patterns, they're also looking at, is there or is there not a trend, and what kind of quality is it? Which is, of course, what I do with grab candles and the wave. So let's take this crude oil chart here that shows an uptrend. It's a very minor uptrend because AutoChartist says there's only 4 bars. It's not a strong trend. Ideally, if I'm looking at a trending pattern where I have the backbone of the pattern, the uptrend line support, and then the parallel uptrend line resistance, ideally, I want this to be as strong or healthy a trend as possible. That would be, to me, a minimum really of 4 bars or greater on the initial trend. I also know what it should look like on my chart. It should be predominantly green grab candles. It should be a nice 12 to 2 o'clock wave, none of which I have. That's how you rule out a chart pattern. Now, there's another pattern we're getting, and that's the unleaded gas. Now, even though this is the New York Harbor versus RBOB, they look very similar. And here I have a nice downtrend line, uptrend line, and it's syncing up. So I have a downtrend line resistance, which would really be a momentum buy, right? By breaking the downtrend line resistance, that triggers a momentum buy. And then I have the uptrend line support. So that's how this pattern is formed. 2 trend lines that are going to intersect. And then I want, ideally, the initial trend to be quite low, showing me that we're in a non-trending environment. Notice how much of the homework AutoChartist can do for you because it's identifying these support and resistance levels. And I love this platform because we use it already. I've shown you all how to use it with the delayed version to use the volatility analysis, but I'm also showing you guys we have a number of simpler trading partners are AutoChartist partners. Thinkorswim, Forex.com, Owanda. I think we're going to be doing some work with some other brokers abroad. It's mostly a Forex trading platform that now does and can scan for stocks and commodities and crypto. So when I look at the way in which we're breaking to the upside, and I know that we've had interest and we've had the unleaded gas on our spreadsheet for a while, there is that same downtrend line. Notice I'm not concerned about the pattern. I've just taken pieces of the pattern, and I'm noticing that this could be a very nice trigger for upside movement. And that's what we're seeing right here. There's the break, and here's the acceleration. And I'm already looking for support because it's an overbought, oversold market. So this is a fantastic confirmation and possibly even a good confirmation of a trigger as we're following through higher through the downtrend line resistance. So instead of drawing lines and levels with a lot of subjectivity, AutoChartist doesn't have an agenda. It has a methodology, a system by which the algorithm is looking for the patterns. So the consistency you're going to have is there. And here's the real, I think, important part. The time suck that you get from subjective analysis, which doesn't mean it's not valuable. It just means it takes more time because it is subjective. It oftentimes needs more skill. AutoChartist is programmed to find this, so it becomes a second set of eyes. So this is already a tool that we've been using. It's a free tool for most of you, otherwise a very inexpensive tool. They're partners with many simpler trading, brokers, simpler trading partners, partner brokers. So I would love to just dive into this suite of tools more and more to help you guys add more objectivity to your trading. And chart patterns are definitely one of those questions I get probably every day. So I hope this has been helpful.